may try to do two buchones and or to get rid of two buchones in one stream.
Bowman, we're getting close to the Peruvian border, in a province called Inca Camina.
A sizable chunk of Santa Blanca's cocaine is coming through unknown routes from Peru. This Peruvian cartel makes their own brand, but they can't distribute for shit, so they sell it to Santa Blanca.
Sounds like an area where we could do some damage.
Dig for intel on the ties between Santa Blanca and the Peruvians. Look for ways to break up that relationship. Your prime target will be a woman named Cabra. She's Santa Blanca's main negotiator. We take her down, and the deal with the Peruvians goes with her.
Copy that. We'll be in touch. Bowman sent a video profile of this buchona La Cabra. She negotiates coke deals with the narcos in Peru.
Dolores Serrano de Perez, La Cabra. She and Nydia Flores have been BFFs since, like, high school. As a teenager, she used to sell knockoff beauty products at her mother's stand in the market. At 13, she started selling cocaine, which is a sort of beauty product, I guess. 3 husbands went out the door the way narco-men usually do. La Cabra herself has been in and out of prison more than the laundry truck. Her other product is information, quite valuable in the cocaine trade. La Cabra will do anything she has to get information. Information is what got her in with the Peruvian drug gangs. A valuable connection for Santa Blanca. Because the thing about being one of the world's largest cocaine producers is you're also the world's largest cocaine seller. And with that many customers, you need the supply to keep up with demand. You need a backup plan. The Cabra is Nydia Flores' backup plan.
I asked the rebels to send over a vehicle for us.
Oye, we got your helicopter.
Sure are a lot of lights and switches up here.
Punch it, man.
Like snow.
The drone is up. Enemy spotted. Spotting another tango. I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area.
Sending our intel on enemy positions.
Got an alarm.
There's another one. That's 10. Got a tango.
Eyes on a gun turret.
I've got some light panels here. Just spotted one with submachine guns.
That's the alarms. Reinforcements won't be flying in.
There's a cartel commendation here. Got a location here for a freight yard near the border. Looks like the cartel's using it as a major transit point to smuggle in Peruvian cocaine. Let's see if Bowman knows anything about this.
Call Bowman. You know, I thought he was gonna call Bowman.
asked the rebels to recon the area for us. Target spotted.
Roger. Let me get in position. I need a better position. I got it. Moving to position. There's some light panel. I've got the target. Say the word, boss. Lost my target. Opening fire on these fuckers. Tango knows somebody's got a bead on him. Eyes on a narco with a submachine gun. Cool. At the checkpoint.
Hey, we got locals tweeting about some crashed smuggling planes. They're tagged with a location.
That cargo might be intact.
Then we need to destroy those shipments before the cartel recovers them.
We've got coordinates on several downed airplanes loaded with Peruvian cocaine intended for the cartel. Get to the crash sites and destroy the shipments before Santa Blanca can recover them.
We rattled somebody's cage.
Got 2 birds coming in. Guess Santa Blanca spotted the crash too.
Taking a shot.
Looks like that Incan roadway Bowman was talking about.
The hell? I feel like I'm shooting it directly. Must I have to get out and do it?
Their lieutenant's running away. Helo's destroyed.
I got the C4 primed. Demo's primed.
Helicopter inbound.
Ooh, get sniped. One, two.
Demo's primed and in place. We're good. We all in one piece? I got the C4 primed.
It's gonna blow.
Cocaine shipment destroyed.
Damn it!
Hey man, try to take us off some sweet jumps, alright?
We've got coordinates on several downed airplanes loaded with Peruvian cocaine.
I asked Pat Katari to send us a vehicle.
I got it. I'll fly.
Punch it, man.
Cartel's already here. Time to earn that combat pay.
Take cover.
I called the rebels for reinforcements.
Copy. A fire team has been sent to your 20.
The demo's primed.
We're clear on this side.
Demo is primed and in place. I got the C4 primed.
They're on alert. More of these assholes just pulled up.
I'm calling for indirect fire.
Copy that. Fire for effect. Viva Bolivia.
They didn't know something was up before, they sure as hell do now.
Cargo destroyed.
Wow. Sorry, rebels. This was going to leave you up here.
Oh, here we go. They've seen us.
We've got coordinates on several downed airplanes loaded with Peruvian cocaine intended for the cartel. Get to the crash sites and destroy the shipments before Santa Blanca can recover them.
Let's go, let's go. Damn, they did not like the sound of that.
Late. Got Santa Blanca at the crash site.
Opening fire. Huh. Looks like we riled them up. They've seen us. I think that's all of them.
No, not. No, come on, game.
That batch of Polvo Blanco was destroyed. We're done here.
Definitely gonna make shit difficult for La Cabra's relationship with the Peruvians.
El Sueño's giving an expensive sports car as a signing bonus to one of the Peruvian drug lords. If El Sueño loses that car before it's delivered, he's gonna look like a punk. Let's make it happen.
I'm just gonna finish here, but I'm not flying back and forth, man. Yeah, I mean, this segment of the game is so short that none of the characters are even bantering. They said, fuck it. They got put in one snow segment of the game.
I asked the rebels to send over a vehicle for us.
Hey, I just realized he was gonna fix the glasses. That's cool. The fuck happened here?
I'll fly.
I'm on.
Freight yard's up ahead. You spot a blinged out ride, that's the one we're here to take.
Deploying drone. Signal's all
Fuck.
bad.
I got
Jamming
two
the drone.
Sicarios over by the food container.
How the fuck did you see him?
I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area.
I guess we could just walk to the front fucking door. That always works. I mean, promise. Oh, there it is.
Yo, we got a cartel LT inside the HQ building.
I asked the rebels to recon the area
Hold up,
for
we're
us.
gonna spot you. Light panels here.
There's the fucking car.
They got alarms rigged up.
Eyes on the cartel element.
Where you got him?
Over there, near that crate of comm gear.
Great. Mortars.
This isn't it. Nah, this is.
I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area.
We got light panels here. They're gonna spot me. Back up. Who need that chopper? Stay low. Chopper, down, down. Okay, we're still
Shut
alright.
the damn alarm off.
Nope, that is not it. Come on, game. What the fuck?
There are some light panels here.
I got eyes in the car.
Okay. Okay, let's just take it right out the fucking front. I just gotta kill. Let me see this route.
Hang back, they see you.
You heard that? Bro, come on now. Be real. Be fucking for real. No, bro. This is what good ears gets you, man. Dead. Should have
I got a
fucking
narco over
pretended
here.
ain't hear
I don't
anything.
see him.
There, inside the firing post.
It should be a straight shot now.
Come on, let's jack this ride. The lieutenant's
shit,
trying to
we've been
escape.
spotted.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Fucking hell! Out of the car, now. Don't make this harder.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Buckle up, people.
This
Go ahead, I'll
fucking
catch ya.
game. What?
that was messy as
The
shit.
alarm is disabled.
We got company. Stay sharp.
Hey, we got a narco
Point him out.
in the firing post.
I got eyes on a mounted weapon.
Damn, that sure got his attention. Sniper, firing.
Shit balls. Call for some rebels to back us up. Put a call to the rebels for a diversion.
Copy. We're sending men to that position.
I asked the rebels to recon this area.
Get down! Grenade! 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 Watch out!
I called the rebels for mortar.
Sniper, take cover! You'll be fine, madam.
Fucking hell. I called for rebels to draw their attention. I asked the rebels to recon the area for it. Come on, let's jack this ride.
Oh, fuck, they're heading this way.
Wrapped up all nice and pretty for the DEA.
I give a shit who gets credit. Losing the car is gonna cost Santa Blanca a lot of respect with the Peruvian narcos.
I've got an update for you. In light of all the damage you've been causing in Inca Camina, the Cabras demanded a sit-down with the Peruvians to renegotiate their deal.
Cost of business just went up for Santa Blanca, and they want to sweat the Peruvians to lower their prices.
Exactly. We've got a time and location for the negotiations. When the Cabra and her counterpart meet, take her and her Peruvian counterpart out of the picture.
Roger that.
We're cool, we're cool.
We have intel that La Cabra is scheduled for a meet with her Peruvian counterpart.
I asked Pacatari
Crash
to
the
send us a
meeting
vehicle.
and eliminate them both.
Okay, we're cool.
Sure are a lot of lights and switches up here. Location of the meeting is in sight.
Looks like the party's already starting. The drone is up. I see a second target. I asked him, marking a captain. There's the Peruvian negotiator. We got eyes on La Cabra.
I told you on the phone. We cannot lower our prices. Margin is low enough as it is.
Man, we have rebels with us Qataris coming down from the mountains. We have American CIA and DEA agents spying on us with their drones and raiding our operations. And we are the ones incurring the cost we want.
A su madre.
Unidad Bird approaching. Stay down.
I take care of the problems on my side of the border.
Not that hill. It will be your problem if we decide your product is too expensive to buy anymore. It will be your problem if I convince Sueño that things are so nice on the Peruvian side of the
Hell, sounds
border
like they found a
that we
body.
should just take it for ourselves.
Llego, hija de puta.
There's a weapons case over here. HVT is down. Say again, La Cabra is down. Target KIA. Negotiator's down. He's dead. Bowman is done. La Cabra and the negotiator are dead.
Bravo, Zulu. This will cripple negotiations with the Peruvians. Their bosses will use this to demand more concessions from El Sueño. El Sueño will tell the Peruvians to go fuck themselves. Everybody goes away unhappy.
Except us. We're shifting to the next AO. Nomad out.
You're gonna get made. Hang back.
prestar unos pesos ya. Bowman, we've shifted ops to Caimanes. What have you got for us?
For the past couple of years, the cartel has been experimenting with high-tech submarines as a way to smuggle powder into the U.S. Best we can tell, these subs follow one of the tributaries up to the Amazon, then into the Atlantic for a transit to the Florida coast.
Jesus, it's a couple thousand miles.
Exactly. The man running the program is called El Cerebro. We've got almost nothing on this guy. Rumor has it he's some kind of genius, a real mad scientist type. We know he's been ordering all kinds of military-grade electronics to upgrade his subs capabilities. We need a better picture of what's going on in Caimanes. Get me all the intel you can on their submarine ops, as well as El Cerebro and his research. If you get actionable intel on the cartel submarine fleet, take them out. Let's put some hurt on El Cerebro and see how he reacts. Maybe he'll make a mistake and we can grab him.
Sounds good. We're on it.
Bad guys in the area.
Most cartel members are violent idiots who are too high to care. But Patricio Mendez Valle, aka El Cerebro, is an oddball genius who's too fucking smart to bother. Nydia Flores spotted his intellect when he was just a kid. She sent him to college in Mexico and later grad school in California. Word is he was too strange and misanthropic for even that crowd. But he popped up on our radar. El Cerebro heads up the cartel's submersible program out of Caimanes. From Caimanes, his semi-submersibles, sometimes carrying as much as 10 tons of cocaine, head downriver to Brazil, then to the Atlantic. From there, floating just a few feet below the surface, they can go all the way to Mexico, even as far as Florida. But smuggling with these semi-submersibles will soon be a thing of the past. He and Nydia have ambitions to make reusable, fully submersible craft. Think what a multi-billion-dollar criminal enterprise could do with a fleet of submarines. Smuggling would be just the start. If we're gonna take down these subs, we need El Cerebro and his jagged-ass brain intact and cooperative. Just remember, he's Nydia's pet project. She won't give him up easy.
I asked the rebels to send over a vehicle for us.
Dude, they just stop in the middle of the fucking road. Oh my god.
I'll pilot.
Good to go.
Oh look, swamp land.
Drone is airborne. I asked the Tango marked, but he's got a civilian nearby. Marking a Tango. He's close to that local.
Okay, we're still all right.
Here we go. This map's got locations for cartel subs anchored along the river. If we move fast, we can take them out before they head out on another smuggling run.
All right, good to go. Are we searching this location for intel? Enemy activity, stay sharp.
The hell's happening? The fuck? That wasn't even me.
According to this, El Cerebro is buying loads of military-grade electronics from foreign sources for his new sub-design. Looks like a shipment just arrived by boat a couple of days ago.
You think we should go after it?
That cargo could be an intelligence gold mine. We steal that boat and turn it over to Bowman. She can have the agency's techs go over it with a fine-tooth comb.
The situation in eastern Caimanes
Fuck,
is
they're coming
tragic.
right at us.
Populations in this jungle area of Bolivia have been plagued by lymphatic
There's a
filariasis
Sicario
or
over here,
LF.
by the stack of
A
tires.
parasitic worm spread by mosquitoes, LF can in many cases cause swelling in the arms and legs of those suffering from the
All
condition.
clear, all clear.
Here in Caimanes, more than 20% of the population is suffering from elephantiasis, resulting in a working population that is largely disabled.
There's an armored boat docked outside Santa Blanca's base at Caimanes. It's loaded with high-tech electronics for El Cerebro's research projects. We're gonna grab the boat and turn the cargo over to a CIA team for analysis.
We poked the hornet's nest. Hold up, they're gonna spot you. They got a generator over here. Wanna shut off their lights?
I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area. Marking an enemy. Listen up. You steal the boat and we take it to the RP so Bowman's people can give it the once-over.
Sure they won't let us play with it first. We got a mounted weapon.
He makes 5.
Wounded that bird on patrol. Watch out. eyes on a bunch of Sicarios. Over at the dump.
Let's get out of here.
Where we dropping off the...
Bowman has an RP on the river. Some kind of old Cayman hunter's shack. This ride ain't all bad.
Shit, give me a beer and I'll pretend we're back home off the coast of Myrtle Beach.
You still think you're 22 or something?
Nah, I'm just looking to hook up with 22-year-olds.
I'm sure you are. Too bad none of them feel the same way. I'm opening fire on these shitheads.
Gringos, hijos de su puta madre. Métanles la verga a todos esos putos. ¡Mátenlos!
Ready? Fire, fire,
Fire on. I copied. They're on alert. Target eliminated.
Is that a helicopter? Goddamn.
Fire.
Roger.
I'll let Bowman know she can have her crew pick up the boat.
After the agency's techs examine that prize, they ought to have a good feel for the rest of El Cerebro's designs.
Engage targets.
Pussy.
Fucking smoke the helo.
The cartel has a flotilla of submarines they're using to smuggle coke into Florida. Find the subs and sink them.
I requested a vehicle from the rebels.
Here's your combat vehicle, amigo.
Warhol.
Let's go. Ready? Fire, fire, fire.
I copy.
Clear. How you guys holding up?
Coopere todo saldrá bien. Only one way you're walking away from this alive.
I'll talk, okay? Just come down. Got a solid tip on an airdrop supply crate. Let's track it down.
All right, let's roll.
We found the cartel's primary base in Caimanes. A lot of activity around that warehouse in the...
Could be big enough for El Cerebro to use as a research lab.
Maybe. Let's take a closer look. This place is amazing.
Incan, yeah.
Think so. We'll take the tour after we take down Santa Blanca, though. Stay sharp. The drone is up. The drone's fucked up. They're jamming us. I asked the rebels to recon the area for us.
Okay, we're still all right. Hey, we got a narco.
Tell me where.
Target spotted. Got another tango.
I'm moving to
Baby
position.
makes
Find a good
three.
position. Let me get in position. Target acquired. Target acquired. Ready
Got
to
another.
engage.
That's 5.
Fuck. Engaging.
I got a Cerebro brand sub. Eyes on those flanks. Let's take it out fast. Demo's primed and in place. The demo's primed.
We're good to go. Tango's heard the blast. They're looking for trouble.
Acaba de tronar algo. Abusamos todos. ¡Cúbranse!
They're onto us. Watch out.
We've got a location on a warehouse where El Cerebro does most of his high-end design work. Sweep the building, grab any useful intel you can carry, and torch the rest.
¡Madre con todo! ¡Vamos a enseñarles quién manda! ¡Disparen!
The signal's all bad. They're jamming the drone. I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area. Let's keep our heads down and see if we can get into the central warehouse undetected. I want to find out what El Cerebro's working on. Let's move.
Ya sacamos la pinche guarida de esos güeyes y no hay nada ahí. Vamos a seguir buscando y dar con su pinche rastro.
Bet they're confused now.
Yo, I got a weapons case here. Ah, I could use this.
Unidad bird on patrol. Watch out.
No están aquí esos putos, ya se largaron.
I asked the rebels to recon the
Down.
area
We
for
got a
us.
Sicario. Near the turret. We're good. Eyes on the gun turret. Hey, we got a narco with a submachine gun.
Where you got him?
There, by the container.
Ten-sighted. I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area.
We're cool. We're cool.
What do you make of that?
Who gives a fuck? Let's blow it up.
Hooah. Demo calc says P for plenty.
What?
Demo's primed and in place. The demo's primed.
I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
That was fucking beautiful. Let's gather some info Ricky Tick. See if we can't grab something that
Shit.
tells us what El Cerebro was working on.
Nos están cayendo las tropas enemigas. Nos están atacando.
Fuck, we're made.
They got no juice.
¿Qué chingados esperas? A partir de la madre con todo. Vamos a enseñarles quién manda. ¡Disparen!
Here they come. What's the play, boss?
No debo desesperarme. Estoy seguro que alguien vendrá a rescatarme. Hey, throwing a flashbang.
Se quedan por aquí.
Lobbing a flashbang.
Firing.
No me pueden dejar aquí, ¿me escuchan? ¡No me pueden dejar aquí!
Sniper, get the fuck down. Take cover.
Justo lo que buscaba para acabar con esos cerdos.
We've got the intel we need on El Cerebro's research. We took out his prototype. Project's foobarred for sure.
The cartel has a flotilla of submarines they're using to smuggle coke into Florida. Find the subs and sink them.
Tell Fitzcarrall that we found his boat.
It's nuts. Something this big this far upriver. That's what your mama said. That doesn't even make sense.
Drone is airborne. I asked the rebels to gun another tango. We got a drug sub to demo over here. Keep security tight.
Actually, hold up. Perhaps I can just call mortar strike on it.
I got eyes on a sniper. I called the rebels for some indirect fire. Submarine destroyed. Let's clear the fuck out of here.
Nice.
The cartel has a flotilla of submarines they're using to smuggle coke into Florida. Find the subs and sink them.
¡Nos están atacando! ¡Cúbranse!
They've seen us.
Necesitamos espera. A partir de la madre con todo.
I got a target carrying submachine guns.
Oh shit.
Yo, we got hostiles.
I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area.
Hold up, they're gonna see.
Algo está pasando. Aquí hay que se desmadre.
I asked the rebels to recon the area for us. Eyes on a drug sub. This must be Cerebro's luxury model. I got the C4 primed. The demo's primed. Destroyed. Don't get slack with that security. All subs destroyed. Objective complete.
Only way Cerebro's gonna get that coke to Florida is with a fucking rowboat.
Good work in Caimanes. Taking out the cartel subs has cut shipments to Florida by more than a third.
And the gear we intercepted and that intel we found on El Cerebro's prototype?
First impressions are that El Cerebro is in the process of building a sub with serious legs. We're talking about a boat that could reach as far as Europe and do so completely undetected.
Damn, that ain't good.
You ready for the good news? We've got an ID on El Cerebro. The intel you brought in helped us connect the dots. I'll send you everything I've got in a minute.
Outstanding. We got a location on our mad scientist?
Negative. His OPSEC is damn good. Multiple safe houses. Never stops at the same place twice in a row, the whole nine. But he's got an assistant that does most of the grunt work. He spends enough time on his phone that we've been able to triangulate his location.
So we follow the assistant and see if he leads us to El Cerebro.
You got it. Stand by for the data.
We've got a location on El Cerebro's chief assistant. He could be our best chance to get our hands on the mad scientist himself. Get to the assistant and extract El Cerebro.
Oh, I thought she was gonna send like some intel or some shit over. It's not. Ah, damn.
Got it.
I've got eyes on the assistant. Keep your distance and sure as shit keep him alive. We have to tail him to El Cerebro.
Damn.
I'm on.
Oh, this is not Santa Blanca. Okay, that's good.
See a second target. I got a third target. This is the place. If El Cerebro is in there, snatch and grab. We want him alive, got it?
Deploying drone. The drone's fucked up. They're jamming us. I asked the rebels to recon the area for us. Just spotted one with submachine guns.
Watch out. Place is rigged with an alarm.
That's 10 targets. Sniper up in the tower. They got alarms rigged up.
I'm seeing 2 narcos here, in the house.
Enemy spotted.
Got an alarm.
I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area. Alarm is off. The alarm is disabled.
There's a Sicario over here.
Point him out.
Okay, we're still good.
I
I got
asked
a
the
narco
rebels to
over
recon
here.
the area. I don't see him.
Over there, next to the container. That was fucking close. Two Sicarios. The checkpoint, over there. Okay, we're still good. They're gonna spot you. Back up. All right, we're all clear.
Another fucking jammer? Oh my god.
Down. They're gonna see you.
outside the house.
I asked the rebels to do a recon of the area.
Roger that. Moving to a better position.
Line. Copy. Switching to new target.
Roger. Target acquired. Lost visual on the target. I need to get to a better position. Roger. Let me get in position.
Let me get a good sight line. Shit, I gotta find a good position.
Roger that. The target marked.
Say the word. Got him. All right, breathe easy.
Gotcha.
My apologies. I think you can see why I might allow myself to be excited, though. This is a disturbing development. Disturbing development.
Don't blame you at all.
I mean, you don't look like the sort who would work for Santa Blanca, which means you're likely with the American government, which implies I'm in for an extended disruption on my plans.
You'll adjust.
I don't have to adjust. I plotted all this out already. Weeks ago, in fact. Maybe months. I just need to activate contingency plan Alpha Set 984.
Which is?
Going along with whatever you fine people want me to do, of course. At least for now. It maximizes my chances of survival while I figure out which one of my escape plans might still be viable.
I think we're gonna get along just fine.
¡Ya está! Entrego las armas.
Lydia will come looking for me, you know? You know? She always keeps tabs on me, even when she thinks she's ignoring me. I really ought to go back, or she'll worry. I could fire myself out of the back hatch.
I'd prefer you didn't.
But I've almost cracked this. You know how cold it is underwater? The issue of chemical binding? Not an issue. It ought to be easy to find monoethanolamine in Bolivia, right? It's just an issue of scale. Can I call Nidia Flores? She's probably busy, but she won't mind. She knows me. We're close. What am I talking? Scrubbing? No. I mean, scrubbing needs 2 compartments. Wouldn't leave room for any people.
That's so?
I want suspects for a Colombian submersible that just had a breathing tube sticking out of the surface of the water. Imagine the heat signature. It's probably best I don't call Nidia till I have a real solution. Did I mention I know her? Do you know her?
Haven't yet had the pleasure.
Wait a minute. Unmanned submersible. That's the solution. Why do we even bother putting people in the sub?
No idea, pal.
No man just does not give a fuck. Bro, it's just she acting. Alright, bro, come on.
We're at the rally point. I'll take him from here.
Thank you, baby Jesus. I'm sick of listening to this guy.
Now you know how we feel every time you open your mouth.
¡Paz, please!
Ma'am, Nidia will be looking for me.
Good, because we're looking for her.
They say you've got a good brain between those ears, camarada. Now that you're up Schitt's Creek without a submersible, you may have figured out that you need me to help you, and I will, once you help me.
Huh. Forgive me for asking, but what do you think this is? Compelling? Dramatic? The rocks here have been around for centuries, long before you were a gamete in your father's testicle, and they'll be around long after you've gone back to the dust. Do you understand? These rocks have more significance in the universe than you do. Than your high and your Hypocritical war on drugs. Are you taking me to Nidia, or are we waiting for her?
Do you not understand that I will lock you up in prison, where tattooed neo-Nazis will use you as a human pincushion for their dicks?
The problem is that you still think that anything matters. Anal rape, cocaine, murder, it's all nonsense. Do you think the Jaguars waste any concern on how they feel? Or that the rabbits they eat contemplate the name of God? Meanwhile, you're still lying to yourself, convincing yourself that you make a difference.
So nothing matters to you, El Cerebro.
El Cerebro? I am not El Cerebro. El Cerebro slipped through your fingers before you even knew he was there. He is quite simply gone, as though he never existed.
What do you mean we got the wrong guy?
Looks like El Cerebro planted most of the intel we followed. He led us on a wild goose chase while he bugged out.
Man, who the fuck is Bowman talking to?
El Cerebro's top submersible designer. A sacrificial lamb, basically.
Damn, that's some next level supervillain shit right there.
Either way, we put the cartel submarine fleet out of business. Could take years to get that program running again.
And El Cerebro?
The trail's cold for now. Bowman will keep her ear to the ground in case he resurfaces, but we're moving on.
This is Bowman. I just got word from an informant that El Baquita's planning something big in Kawani.
What do we know?
Nidia and El Baquita are desperate to get cash to Santa Blanca's investors in Mexico. They're putting together a convoy for a big shipment headed north. This is a Hail Mary. If they can't make this happen, El Sueño's not going to be pleased.
We got a location on this convoy?
My informant didn't say. Get with him and find out what he knows. I'm sending you coordinates for a meet.
Roger that. We're on it.
Where the fuck did that thing go?
Nidia finally had the answer to her problems.
A convoy.
The investors in Mexico wanted their money. This whole time she had been trying to sneak it out to them.
Why sneak when we can force it through? Reinforced armor, heavily armed, multiple trucks, helicopter patrols, carrying $17 billion.
Mira, you can't be serious. If we lose that money, it's over. But when we're killed, what happens? happens to Valeria?
There is no other way.
No, Reina, we're not doing it.
Ay, Boquita, corazón. I'm not asking. I'm telling.
And who do you expect to lead this convoy?
You're the only man I trust with something this important.
But what if I don't make it back?
I would never let that happen.
I'll do that next stream.